Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. Once again, you guys down with XRP? Yeah, you know me. XRP, not OPP. XRP. How you doing, brothers and sisters? Let me just say something, brothers and sisters. You know something? It's a little frustrating when you're trying to give information to people. Okay? Because they'll be like, oh, take me off of group text. Take me off of this. Take me off of that. I'm like saying, listen. If I got a message, right, and I'm going to send it to 25 people, you know how long it takes to do it individually? People are like, oh, what kind of group this is? Ain't no kind of damn group. This is just a message I'm getting out to everybody else. What you do when you get the message, right, you read it and delete it. And I think that's how it works. If you delete it, then you won't be on the group text. Well, anyway, I'm just trying to spread this love, brothers and sisters, of this XRP. Now, remember, there was nobody there telling us about Bitcoin when it was 50 cents. And then it went to $20,000. We all could have been millionaires right now. Okay, so I was talking to one of my friends, right? So she was like, okay, I want you to, she was excited about it. She said, I want you to talk to my husband about it. So I was like, okay, well, one of my associates, right? So I talked to her husband, and this was the deal. How you doing, my brother? I'm brother G7, because it's the first time, I'm meeting him over the phone. I'm like, yo, brother, check this out, man. What I was telling the missus about was XRP. I said XRP is a cross-border payments that the banks are starting to use. Right now they use SWIFT. It's a 40-year-old technology, right? It takes 48 to 72 hours to scale. In other words, to trade from the yang to the yin to the pesos to the dollar to the franc and all these different currencies. And I said the bank wants something that's quicker, cheaper, right? And XRP scales in 7 seconds. Okay, so now the bank's been using this behind the scenes for 5 years. I said it's big in Mexico. It's big in... So he stopped me. He said, no, brother, let me tell you something. And he's supposed to know something about some stock and all that. He's like, no, that sounds like a pyramid. That sounds like a Bernie Madoff scheme. And I'm like, brother, I said, get into a pyramid. I said, brother, as long as we work for somebody, we in a pyramid. We always got somebody on top, and we always got somebody in the bottom. I said, yo, man, I was talking to my friend. He's a maintenance worker. Brother, man, what's up, brother? And he was saying, oh, that's a pyramid. I said, brother, let me tell you something, brother. It is a pyramid. Everything in life is a pyramid when you think about it like that. I said, you just happen to be in the bottom. You a maintenance worker, and I'm a bus driver. I said, we just happen to be in the bottom of the damn pyramid. Don't we want to get the hell out the bottom and towards the middle and towards the top of the pyramid, right? So I'm like saying the brother just came on the phone and just insulted me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling myself, I said, well, you think, brother, let me ask you something. I said, you think I'm trying to call your wife and talk to you about a pyramid when I'm telling you that the shares is 22 cents? I said, shit, Bernie Madoff, he was rapping people for millions of dollars. I said, at least give me a little bit more respect to think I'm going to call you and telling you that you're not sending me no money. You're going to Coinbase and you're going to Uphold. These are all the different multi-billion dollars exchanges. And I said, I'm not asking you for anything, brother. I said, it's 22 cents a share. So you put $25 or $50 if you feel like it. But he made me feel like I'm trying to rip somebody off. And so, you know something? You get frustrated sometimes, man. I'm trying to spread this love to the people, okay? Instead of him telling me, right, the intelligent thing would have been, right, is to say, brother, you know something? I never heard of it, or, I don't know what you're talking about, so let me get back to you. Let me do some research, brother, and I get back to you, right? That's the intelligent thing to say. Instead of trying to insult me like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to rip off your wife, telling her something that costs 22 cents a share. You know what I'm saying? Ain't this a bitch? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say, I never got back in touch with her. I don't want to say, something, your man is just ignorant. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that you're stupid. It just means you're ignorant. That means that you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, something, sometimes I'm getting tired of calling people, telling them about it, and they be all excited. I call them up 2-3 weeks later. Oh, no, I ain't looking to it. So you know something? I'm not making a coin, okay? I'm not making no money off of this, man. I'm trying to spread information to our people, okay? And I want you to know that this is all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not no financial expert. Let me just get that out right now. Damn, where's my sunglasses? I better get my sunglasses on, because if you get this XRP and you lose some damn money, you're going to be trying to get me. Don't be trying to get me. I'm telling you from the beginning. If you would have listened to me 2 months ago, when it was 27 cents, you would have took a loss. But that's okay, because you probably would have had a couple of hundred XRP. We not here for the short run. We here for the long run. So that means 2-3 years from now, brothers and sisters. You got anything else, brothers, to put your money in that might give you 100, 200, 1,000 X return? Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me. I want to know. Who's your financial advisor? Okay, so now the girl gets back on the phone. She said, no. Well, I'm interested in what you guys say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to my cousin. And she's been working in the bank for 20 years. I said, let me tell you, in my mind, I'm saying, something. Let me, with all due respect, because at that point, I'm finished. After she put her husband on the phone, I'm like, and in my mind, I'm saying, listen, Brad Garlinghouse, right? The CEO of Ripple, right, that has 55% stake into XRP, he was addressing the New York Economic Club, right, in New York City. So I don't have a link. I don't know how to put no damn link, but I'm going to learn how to do this here. I'm a rookie when it comes to this, right? He was addressing the New York Economic Club full of bankers, and they don't know nothing about no damn XRP. So, okay, they just learning, okay? United States is just getting on board. And people over their heads, they all working behind the scenes. This is going to bust open. So how the hell you expect your aunt that's working in the bank, probably middle management, right? I don't give a damn if she's there for 20 years. How's she going to know about XRP? The first thing you want to ask her, does she know anything about the Federal Reserve System that created the banking system? The Federal Reserve System of 1913 that's illegal because it says Congress is supposed to be representing the people. They're supposed to control our monetary policy. So before you ask her, does she know about no damn XRP? Ask her, does she know about the foundation that she's been working for 20 years? And if I was a betting man, I can assure you she don't know nothing about no Federal Reserve System. She don't know nothing about the creation of the banking system. She knows nothing about how we were taking off the gold standard, how that when we have $1 in our pocket is a Federal Reserve note. That means I owe you. I owe you. That's what it means. It doesn't mean payment. It means I owe you. And the United States dollar is not backed by anything. Okay? And this is why people all over the world are losing faith in the dollar. And right after Christmas, before the elections or right after the election, you're going to see this financial institution tank. And according to the experts, and the people are tired of the fiat currency, here comes XRP to the rescue to bail everybody out. Okay? They're not trying to take over and create a new fiat. All right, so if you do your research, I'm just trying to spread love to my brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to be no Bernie Madoff. I'm not trying to tell you that you're going to get rich. I'm telling you that this is another way, okay? Now, my job talking about they're going to have, somebody say, well, they're going to have 3%, start January, they want to take 3% for some profit sharing or whatever. But they're not even matching the 3%. Shit, I'd rather put my 3% and give me some XRP. And somebody say, oh man, my investment is doing good. I got 10% for the year. Oh, so you put $1,000, you got 100. Congratulations. No, I'm looking for 100x return, 200, 300x return. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to do with XRP. Like I said, I'm not a financial person. You might take a loss, you listen to me, but you got to gamble on your own self. Okay, and the technology is there. I don't have all these charts and stuff, but you can find all these charts. You go on YouTube, you go on Ripple XRP's website, and you can see all these charts. They're working with thousands of partners all over the world. And when they're ready to scale, let me tell you something, brothers and sisters, the tracks has been laid, the wires are in the wall, and they're ready to just pull the switch. And when they pull the switch, I want you to remember your brother. Because right now you have an opportunity where it's 22 cents a share, okay? And even though I'm showing this Ankh, the last brother that showed me this Ankh, right, and told me about Bitcoin, that nigga ripped me off for $1,000, okay? Because I thought I needed somebody to hold my hand, okay? I was sending him the money, talking about put it in Western Union and put it in, wire money. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was a fool. And then, he betrayed my trust because I thought he was a brother. So it don't matter. Just like the Jewish people that was messing with Bernie Madoff, they thought he was his brother. And look what happened. So even though we look at it like each other, we can talk the same language, but guess what? There's people out here still trying to rip our ass off. So I'm not telling you to send me nothing. Okay, you go to Coinbase, you go to Uphold. Those are exchanges where you can register and you can buy as many XRP as you want. I don't sell no XRP. Okay, so I'm tired of being insulted. People think I'm trying to rip your ass off. I'm playing a pyramid scheme for 22 cents a share. Ain't that a bitch? But that's okay. I mean, you have to be cautious, right? Because it's your money. But instead of just saying I'm trying to rip you off, why don't you just say, you know something, G7? I never heard of it. Okay, let me go do my research. This is what people want, do your research, man. And if the spirit moves you, then you do. You put $100. $100 to get you damn near 450 shares of XRP. So if you down with XRP, you know me. And like I said, a lot of y'all is down with this OPP, right? But for the young people, I ain't gonna say what it means, but another word for kitty cat, okay? OPP. All right. So brothers and sisters, that's all I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna just put on some YouTubes once in a while. I'm getting tired of trying to reach out to people, but there's a few people, when I go in stores and I talk to people, I let them know. I said, listen, check out XRP. Why? Because I want people to have some financial wealth, man. Because at the rate we going, okay, we Black and Puerto Ricans, man, we own less wealth than anybody on earth. People coming to this nation because you see, what happens is that we in this country, okay, and sometimes we think that someone owes us something, okay, because we grew up on welfare. I don't know about y'all, but grew up on welfare, grew up in the project, so we get a little job, we think we good. Other people grew up in other nations, right, in other countries where they grew up in a shack. They grew up, with not a lot of resources. So when they come to America, they come to the land of milk and honey. So instead of them bitching, right, they do everything they can to get a house, to uplift their whole generation. They make sure their kids get a good education, right? What do? We put our money. There's this dude, man, I ain't going to say nothing, but this guy I know, right? He's bragging that he got 2 Cadillacs, right? And talk about some damn Mexicans and all that. So I said, okay, you might have 2 Cadillacs, right? But you live in a project. The Mexican brothers and sisters, Arabs or whatever, right? They get their resources together, right? They'll drive an old car, but they'll have themselves a new house. They have themselves a house, but you got 2 Cadillacs, but you live in the projects, right? You lose your damn job, you living in your Cadillac. They drive an old car and have a new house. You see, it's a mentality, right? Or people come from Jamaica, right? And even though they have a little shack, right? Guess what? They used to having land. So when they come to America, they work hard. And next thing you know, they have what? They have a house. It's because our priorities are wrong, okay? We don't understand. We just think that someone owes us something, and then we be bitching about how these crackers and how the government and how I ain't get my food stamps. And other people come to this nation, man, and take advantage of it, right? But no one is talking to us about resources. Ain't nobody talking about teaching us, right? I mean, except Brother Dr. Boyce Watkins or somebody else. We got a few that's coming along trying to teach us. But once again, if you're not talking about cryptocurrency along with what else are you talking about, what are you really teaching us? Okay? Because a lot of people don't have hundreds and hundreds to keep on and waiting and putting it down, right? Where it's going to give us maybe a 10% return, 20%, 25% return. We never know, right? Something like XRP, Bitcoin, remember, $250 would have got you 500 shares. 500 shares when it went to $20,000 would have got you $10 million. Damn. We talk about generational wealth. Okay? Life-changing wealth. So if I'm going to lose my little $2,000, $1,500, I don't want to lose it. You understand what I'm saying? But if that has a chance to turn around and get me $2 or $3 million, once it gets to 100, once it gets to 200, the thing is, XRP, right, it has utility. That means that it does something. It's cross-border payments. The banks like that because it exchanges the money in 7 seconds instead of 72 hours, instead of 2 or 3 days. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is something that you're able to stream movies, pictures, utility, okay? And it scales all over the world. This is big all over Mexico. It's in Canada. It's in Asia. This is getting big all over. And now all they got to do is flip the light. And you'll see it go from 22 cents to $1 to $5 to $10 to $20. People are predicting this go $200, $300, man. But we never know in the future. Like I said, don't be trying to get me because I'm not no financial guru, okay? Don't try to get me if you don't make no money. but take a chance on yourself. Do some prayers, pray, meditate, and do some research. Okay, so this is your brother G7. I'm not trying to get you, so young lady, tell your husband, I ain't no damn Bernie Madoff, right? And I ain't trying to do no damn pyramid scheme. He insulted me, but I'm not mad. I still love you. Tell the brother, it's all right. All I want him to do is do his research. You know why? Because I'm not down with OPP. You let him know that. I'm down with XRP. Family, it's been a pleasure. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. Ashe.